first down, Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Garoppolo now, first down throw. A dump down to McKinnon. Room to run inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers! Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Man, a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Shark's got it, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Shotgun. Tempo.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Go 14.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go. 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Deep ball for... and got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarter.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gotta go. 14, run it.
On 2nd down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Going for the deep ball. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They pitch it to Chubb. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a gain there of 11 yards. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here we go. Like 20.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Like 80. Like 80.
On first down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKenna. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
14.
On first down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. Drops it off for Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Spud left.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Open man right side is Shark. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Chubb on the counter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson looking to throw on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. There's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
One, Omaha. Here we go. Wait, 80!
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. So we've come upon half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down. Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there. 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. A toss play to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And again, it's Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
13.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sutton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They toss it left side to Chubb, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Like 20, like 80.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180, 180. Mike 51, Mike 51. Go ahead.
They run once more with McKinnon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Like 20! Like 20!
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo now. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
21, 21. 11, 11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it's second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
21, 21. 12, 12.
Garoppolo again. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, 14. Go.
On second down, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run it again with Chubb.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, tempo.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Raymond now on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On first down, Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
19.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Don't take forever, okay? 18. What? Move the team! 19.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 38. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They get it to him running left. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. One last shot for Wilson, and it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will tie the ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. yardage here, going down back at the 28. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Go, 14. Zebra.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Tempo.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
1 Omaha. 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Wilson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Tempo. 19.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Seahawks, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.